and welcome to Am I Making a Difference? My name is Michaela, and this episode we will be diving into the sterile world of hospitals, more specifically the volunteers. The local hospital, Peace Health Southwest, here in Vancouver, Washington, is a 450-bed facility. Peace Health prides themselves on serving a vulnerable population through their mission statement that says, "We carry on the healing mission of Jesus Christ by promoting personal and community health, relieving pain and suffering, and treating each person in a loving, caring way." Interesting that majority of the large hospitals in the Portland metro area are religion affiliated and have a very similar mission statement. According to the volunteer coordinator at Peace Health, religious roots were set many years ago and are the foundation to keep the hospital running. Peace Health believes in this so much so that at the new hire and volunteer orientation, they spend an entire day talking about the mission and the history of the organization. Speaking from experience, this is a very long day, and you think that it could be consolidated into do good, be good? Okay, enough with the ranting. I will be referring to Peace Health mainly because this is where my interviews took place, and I was able to obtain the most statistical numbers from. It also paints a good picture of majority of hospitals around the country. Urban Dictionary defines volunteers as unpaid, well-intentioned, unreliable workers. Okay, so maybe not a great definition, but an intriguing idea. These people have a very good reason to be in the disease-infested world of the hospital. I wanted to find out why. The 70-year-old gal I talked to said that she was there because she wanted to feel like she was doing something helpful. When I asked her why she specifically chose the hospital, she said that patients in the hospital need extra love, and she had plenty to give. Well, isn't that the grandma of your dreams? But then I spoke with the 17-year-old high school junior who says that she was there because her high school required 15 hours of volunteering for graduation. After multiple interviews, I found that, much like the volunteers I talked about before, they fall on a spectrum of why they want to be there. One thing that was consistent between everyone was, I make a difference. The reason to why the volunteers felt like they made a difference did vary. One volunteer I interviewed said that she didn't feel like she made a difference to patients, but had an impact on the hospital financially. If I wasn't here, someone would have to be paid to sit here, stock, and run a cash register. It makes me feel like the money could go towards more important things. I can't help but to agree. A study was done in Toronto, Canada, of the average net value of volunteer programs in 31 hospitals. It was found that on average, the payoff for the hospital was $6.84 for every dollar spent. Wow, that is a return investment of 684%. Little lady, you are not wrong. You are making a big difference. Majority of the answers I got was that the volunteers felt like they made a difference for the patients. Some indirectly, others talking about the direct patient care they felt value was made. A volunteer chaplain said to me, "Some of these people have no one. I get to be someone to them." He is so right. From personal experience, it is all too often that a living, breathing human being no longer has loved ones to be by their sides in their toughest days. I was told once by someone, I couldn't tell you who now, that no one chooses to be in the hospital. For most people, their days in the hospital are the worst days that they've been through. I feel like this is such an important frame of mind each day. It's easier to not take the condescending, rude comments or the flying punches so tender-heartedly. These people in their healthy, right frame of mind would never be this way. A survey is sent to patients after discharge asking a whole slew of questions regarding their care. There is not a specific question regarding volunteers, but I'm curious with new processes that are being established if patient satisfaction scores will increase. Peace Health has established a no-pass rule. This means any person with a badge cannot pass a room if a call light is on. All staff, volunteers are expected to answer any and all call lights. This is a huge shift in the idea of how volunteers will be impacting patient care. Currently, a lot of volunteers that are assigned to patient care floors spend a lot of time stocking rooms and doing small, mediocre tasks. If you know anything about the way a day in the hospital looks, it usually includes a lot of beeping and a lot of lights. Will maybe having more bodies answering lights improve patient perception? When patients were asked, did you receive help as soon as wanted when the call button was pushed, the progressive care floor received a 22.2%. The oncology floor received 38.9%. Extremely alarming numbers to think that patients were left sitting with a concern or issue and didn't feel like they received prompt service. Maybe no pass will make a difference. It's hard to imagine that there are any negatives to having volunteers in the hospital setting. A study done in Finland did try to test this. However, not to anyone's surprise, the results showed that hospital staff had positive to conditional attitudes towards volunteers. I had similar responses from a handful of employees at Peace Health. The staff members that had more conditional feelings didn't care if the volunteers were there or not, or felt like they didn't make a big difference. No one had anything negative to say. What a crazy world we live in, that there are still so many people that want to do good for others. Faith in humanity restored.